Scorpio friends, welcome to Tarot Readings by Roxby. I hope you guys are all doing well. This is going to be your April 2019 monthly love reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. And just as a quick reminder, Scorpio, I am reading for so many of you, so it's impossible for the reading to resonate with every single one of you. If it doesn't resonate, please definitely feel free to watch your other signs. I'm using Steampunk for you guys. Great deck. Really great deck. Scorpio, Sun, Moon. Okay, these two are just flipped up for you guys. Okay, the Lovers and the Ten of Pentacles flew out of the deck. So definitely I feel like big developments in your love life. You know, it could be that you have to choose between, you know, two people, or you could be transitioning from one relationship to the other. I do see something going on with these two cards. We'll see how it fits in. Scorpio. Scorpio Spirit, April 2019 for Scorpio. Let me get situated here. Sorry, guys. Scorpio. That feels good. Scorpio, those of you that would like to get a private reading, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Instant Go. Links to everything that you guys need are right below the video in the description box. Facebook Live every Wednesday for your weekly readings. Love to have you guys there. All right, the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, wow. You guys are deciding between two people. I feel it already. Hierophant, sign of Taurus. I want you guys to be able to see these cards. Nine of Wands. Notice in this card, this guy's on the lookout. Like kind of spying, you know. Ooh, King of Wands. This is the only deck where the King of Wands is not sitting in his chair. I love this chair too, by the way. Beautiful. The Knight of Swords. Well, Knight of Cups. Two guys. Male or female. Two of Swords. Whoops. It is upright. The Magician. Virgo and Aries both got this card. I'm just putting it out there. It's interesting. You guys are my third sign. Ace of Swords. And the Hierophant. And I used different decks. I used this for Virgo, but for Aries, because it's their birthday, Tarot Illuminati. Oh, all right, and the Five of Swords is at the bottom. All right, so I definitely... You know, with the Ten of Pentacles and the Lovers falling out, I do feel like big developments in your love life. And it could be that you do have to choose between two people. Or you could be transitioning from one relationship to the other. I definitely see something going on here, Scorpio, as far as two partners around you, trying to decide between two people. And you have the Two of Pentacles and you have the Two of Swords. I mean, definitely twos represent, you know, trying to make a decision. Two people. having a big choice to make. You know, between two things, Scorpio, or two outcomes. You know what I mean? You know, the Knight of Swords right in the center of the reading. The central issue. You could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, or it could be an energy of where, you know, especially in this deck, I see him as impulsive, making impulsive decisions when it comes to love. And you also have the Knight of Cups right next to this Knight of Swords. There could be certain actions that you don't consider. I feel for some of you, you might choose to really think about something, and others of you are just going to just jump and dive right in. You know, again, the Two of Pentacles, you know, is juggling, choosing between two things, two people. And I definitely feel like it's something that's emotional, it's difficult. I feel like it's something that's difficult because there could be a strong pull towards both of these two people. You know, and you have the Hierophant, which, you know, it does represent a spiritual connection that you feel to someone. You know, a spiritual connection, you feel like you belong with someone. But I do feel strongly that you're drawn to two people. And I do see a lot of people in this reading, Scorpio. For some of you, you feel like you really belong with one person, or you're transitioning from one relationship to the other, but there's a sense of fear. I feel with the Nine of Wands, like, you know, the Nine of Wands is someone that's waited a very long time for something, years. So, you know, waiting years for this transition. You know, you definitely transitioning from one relationship to the other, but there is a sense of fear. Like, you really feel torn about making a decision. And it does represent you protecting yourself, that defensive energy. Fearing that you're going to make the wrong decision. Like, you don't want to be hurt. Maybe you don't want to be hurt. Maybe you don't want to hurt someone else. You know, the Nine of Wands is like, you know, being a little bit paranoid. And that's why you're spying, stalking. I do see this as definitely, you know, spying, but it's like you're fearing an attack. It's like you're fearing the worst. But I do feel like there's something going on here as far as two people. You know, the Two of Pentacles can also represent a lot going on, which definitely makes sense, especially for those of you that are already in a relationship. The Two of Pentacles could represent that there's developments in your love life, especially with the Knight of Swords. You know, this is a lot of movement, a lot of things happening, you know, fast. You know, looking at the reading diagonally, the Two of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, and the Ace of Swords, you know, which does, you know, the Ace of Swords does represent a new beginning after going through some difficulties, some challenges, a new idea. You know, some of you might be realizing that you want something different in a relationship. You want to make some changes. Or you want to change who you are attracting in your life. Now, this could be all people or maybe not necessarily for all of you. It could be someone that is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But this, sure, I'll give you, it could be another water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. But I feel like this is definitely you torn between two people. This is your energy. Especially if you have fire or air in your chart. But some of you definitely torn between two people, a fire sign or an air sign. And, you know, that's not going to apply to everyone, of course. You know, the King of Wands just represents you taking action. I mean, especially being next to the Knight of Swords, I feel like, you know, this is telling you you cannot hide. You know, like I said before, I didn't think I would be saying it again, but if you look at the King of Wands, he is not sitting in his chair. He is standing behind it. So again, I do feel like you're protecting yourself, even here. And you really want to think things through. But at the same time, there is this energy for some of you of wanting to just jump in and make impulsive decisions related to the Knight of Cups, which represents an offer of love, friendship, marriage proposal, you know, someone asking you out on a date. This is also someone you know. 99.999% of the time. This is someone that you know. Whether they're a friend, whether you dated them in the past. For some of you that are single, this definitely could be someone from the past coming back. Someone could ask you to move in with them. And part of you might want to hide. And the other part of you, you know, might just want to jump right in. For those of you that are single, it could be that you are really hoping that this offer comes in for you this month. And I feel like with the King of Wands, you need to be more optimistic about your love life and take action. Whether you're male or female, take action. Well, you're going to with the Magician anyway. You know, just make sure that you don't pass up any opportunities, Scorpio. You know, any dates that come in for you, you know, don't hide, because you do have, you know, the Nine of Wands, and I'm just so drawn to that energy of you wanting, and this, of you wanting to hide. You want to protect yourself. You know, but with the Hierophant here, you know, I do feel like this could be a soulmate relationship that's around you this month. You know, and there will be a sense of, even with just this card, a sense of, you know, this person. Even if you've never had a relationship with them, you just know them. It's like you talk to them one time and instantly you know that you belong with this person. This is the one for you. But there's also either this scattered energy or being torn between two people. You know, this Two of Swords is challenge. I wish it was reversed, because it's a challenging situation that you're in. You're either choosing between two people, two outcomes, or you have a very difficult decision to make. I really feel like for the majority of you, there really is, especially with that Lover's card falling out, definitely. Some of you definitely have a big big decision that needs to be made this month. And this is hanging over your head, and you really don't want to do it with the Two of Swords. Because with the Two of Swords, there is something you have to do. A decision or an action that you have to take that you absolutely do not want to do. You're avoiding this. But the Two of Swords is like the universe telling you you're not going any further, Scorpio. Like, you will be stuck until you make this decision or take some kind of action. And the Magician, you know, this is telling you that it's in your hands. Or you're a Gemini or a Virgo. But this is usually a man for me. You know, if you're a man, this is definitely, I mean, you're the one that's calling all the shots. You have absolutely everything you need to manifest whatever you want, magic in your love life. So for some of you, there definitely could be more than one partner. And I know that keeps coming up. You're choosing, you choosing between two people. But with this Ace of Swords, I feel like you are going to figure it out. You're going to cut someone out. Or the whole thing could be vice versa, Scorpio. They're doing this to you. But I do feel like for the majority of you that you will figure this out. You will know exactly what to do. You are going to have that aha moment, that burst of insight. You're going to have the clarity that you need. I feel like the way that you view your relationship, your partner, it changes to where you finally are able to make this decision, where you see things clearly. I feel like the way you view your relationship, your partner, it just changes to where you're finally able to make this decision that you've been putting off. Not wanting to do, even being afraid with the Nine of Wands. Because in most decks with the Two of Swords, their arms are crossed, the swords are crossed behind their chest. Here you're wide open. It's like, okay, here it is. And then, you go from the two swords to the one. You know what I mean? With this Five of Swords being at the bottom of the deck, is based on, what I'm looking at here. And I just feel like, Scorpio, this is telling you to be careful. Be careful of the choices and the decisions, especially, being that you have, the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, is choosing between two people. Sometimes the Five of Swords can, represent an empty victory, especially in a love reading. It's like you get something that you really, really wanted, and then as soon as you get it, you're like, no, I don't want that anymore. Why did I even do this to myself? So this could be about a relationship, could be about your current partner. Could also represent another person interfering in your relationship. But that's not going to apply to everyone. Someone kind of, working behind your back, being sneaky. Sometimes it's definitely a negative energy. But I do feel for the most part, because of what I see here, it represents just caution. Make sure that you're making the right decisions when it comes to choices. that you make this month. And we are going to get some more cards. But look at the Six of Pentacles is under this, which is that give and take, balance, and making a decision. After maybe and would you believe the Lover's card is under there? Again, you can't make this shit up. You know, after standing your ground, fighting for your rights, doing what you have to do. Doing what you have to do. But you're going to balance it out. Let me get you some, not really clarifying cards, just additional cards from a different deck. Crystal Visions. I'm just going to put them right down here. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What else does Scorpio need to know? Not a bad reading at all, though, Scorpio, really. The top row spirit, the top row. But, okay, that's definitely Page of Wands flipped out. Second row with the King of Wands, Knight of Swords, Knight of Cups. Okay. Okay, that was quick. Oh my God, you have the Ace of Swords twice. And the King of Swords. Okay. So you have the Page of Wands, the Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. Oh, what's at the bottom of the deck? My God, the only Knight you don't have here is the Knight of Pentacles, which is a good thing. Because that's the slowest moving Knight of all. I mean, definitely, there could be a lot of communication. Look at this. The Three of Cups is under this. So some of you definitely are involved in a three-party situation, choosing between two people. But this could be a lot of communication, a lot of excitement, you know, feeling passionate, enthusiastic. You're very much charging forward. And I also get that too from the Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords twice. There's definitely either going to be clarity, a new idea, or you're going to find out the truth concerning a situation. Maybe what's going on with your partner or your love life, why there hasn't been any movement in your love life. I do definitely feel like something is going to be revealed. Big time. I really do. Four of Swords and the Chariot. But something is definitely going to allow for you to move forward. Big time. Clarity, insight, the King of Swords. You know, you already have a lot of people, and now we're adding another court card. So, another Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Or this fire sign could have air in their chart. Air could have fire, vice versa. But you definitely have two men here. Three, really. So, okay, you could be dealing with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Sag, male. You have a lot of people here. Fire sign, you know, this is, but, you know, especially if you have fire in your chart, Scorpio, Aries, Leo, Sag, you know, this is you being in control of your emotions. And I feel like, you know, you do have a lot going on. You know, with the King of Swords, for some of you, it could be, you know, this could be, you know, saying be objective, when making these decisions, when making these certain truths. Definitely truths being revealed for some of you. Some of you definitely need to stay objective in your emotions, you know, because I feel like some of you might get over emotional. You know, something is revealed to you or you're making a decision. You know, the King of Swords is all about staying calm, collected. You know, the Knight of Wands could be someone else. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in the picture. Some of you could be very, very busy this month. The Knight of Wands represent very passionate, exciting news, communication, you know, travel, fast-paced movement. I feel like this could be someone that really comes into your life and is literally like your knight in shining armor. And they remove you from the negative or repressing situation. I know I say this a lot to you guys, but definitely a very interesting reading, Scorpio, but exciting. And you got the Ace of Swords twice. And look, you know, I love the Ace of Swords in this deck because the storm clouds are passing. You see more light. You know, you see the butterflies as a symbol of transformation. You see the roses, abundance, growth, but love. Love. You just need to pick one. You need to pick one. Oh, I'm sorry. Romance Angels. Additional guidance for you guys. For Scorpio. Additional guidance for Scorpio. Okay. Wow. 2 cards want to come. Alright. Who might argue? Well, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Definitely we see that here because there's chemistry with someone else. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And really it could be anybody. You have Earth, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But very nice reading, Scorpio, really. You guys will figure it out. Because I do see you wide open here. Ready to communicate. And you have the moon guiding you. And the next full moon is on the 19th. Which also when you put that rounds off to 10, which is completion. And here's your new beginning. You got it twice. Beautiful. Love it. Love you guys. Again, if it didn't resonate, you know, take what does. Watch your other signs, please. If you follow me for Facebook Live, I will see you Wednesday. If not, I will see you soon for your bi-weeklies. Take care, guys.